Hello, beautiful people. I'm trying to get my computer right. Oh, you can see my ring light. I'm going to be doing a collective reading tonight, and we're also going to be doing Tarot 10 if anybody needs it. As a reminder for the Tarot 10, obviously it's going to be after the collective. It's $10 for a two card pull. I'm not going to answer anything that is life threatening, super financial, or if it asks like, is this person going to come back to me? You all know I believe in ethics. The energy today is quite strong. It also feels like quicksand. But I'm excited for today's reading. Definitely let me know how you all are doing. But I'm very, very excited. We've got what, like a week until we welcome in the fire horse. We've got a week until we welcome in the fire horse. So if you've been doing lots of clearing, my hat goes off to you. But we ask Spirit and those of the highest vibrational light and frequency to be with us today during this reading. What does a collective need to know during this time? Okay. What else do they need to know? Yeah. I'm hearing immediately protect your energy and let go. We literally have let go out here. I'm going to pull another card for this let go. Yeah, balance your emotions. So the cards that we have out right now are divine guidance and willpower, which I don't like the way this light is shining. Willpower and divine guidance, which came out together. It may feel like a trickier time right now, or you might be facing some decisions that you weren't expecting to face, and it could be super subtle, but they could be things like you might be getting opportunities and now you need to say yes to them, but you're fearful. And so your ancestors and the universe are like, be persistent, be consistent, choose yourself. This is a time where you make the change. If you're someone who overworks, take the extra rest. But there is this energy of very strong guidance coming in right now. You might even be spending a little bit more time in nature. Maybe you feel called to. I know for a lot of folks I've been talking to, they're like, I've been getting into the water. I've been like running through the woods, or you may even feel called to move your physical body more because this energy is requiring you to alchemize a lot faster, alchemize a lot more deeply. And what we have on this side, which aligns with like the rest of the shedding for, the snake year, we have defense, which when this card came out, it came along with make sure you protect your energy. Hi, how are you? Make sure you protect your energy. And that I literally also heard shielding. So it's going to help balance out some of your emotions right now. It doesn't mean that there's energy coming in towards you. It just means that you are in a very delicate energetic state right now because you're manifesting so quickly. Your blessings are coming into your life. And so shielding can actually help, bring in your aura, bring in that security, bring in that safety, and sharpen the way your energy is flowing and alchemizing within your body. A lot of people just think that shielding or protecting your energy is like a defense thing. It's not necessarily a defense. It's also for your well-being, for your energetic hygiene. Again, reminder, you can go stream Golden Light Healing on Insight Timer to help with that. But there's just a lot of Scorpio energy. And this last quarter, moon in Scorpio, which we just had, was a big time to release. So make sure you are clearing your space, like get rid of things that are lingering around, and you'll see like stuff literally pop up probably within that day to replace it, or something that's going to help you on your path. But you need to stay in this, like I just keep seeing an egg. An egg. It's like you're growing a new part of your life. And so you're in like this container, but you're fast moving forward. And so in order to make it through that like quantum leap, you need to like be in this safe container. Great. I haven't seen you live for so long. I hope life is good for you. Oh, you're so sweet. I know it's been a while. I'm going to try and go live on Tuesdays as much as I can. I've been quite busy, but now I'm back. That is what's happening to me. Yeah, see, so make sure that you are really taking care of your energy, but very specifically, it said shielding. So I'm seeing also like energetic type of domes. Like if you're doing it during the day, make sure you're doing it at night. If you're getting into bodies of water, make sure you meditate, shield again, because water can really open your energy up for like it's almost like you become this magnet for your manifestations, but you still want to shield yourself. It's like if you went into the ocean without any clothes on, put your clothes on afterwards. But also to clarify that, which it kind of came out together, is the let go card along with equilibrium. So if you have been feeling like maybe there's emotions kind of trapped within you right now, or things that you're just like, I'm tired of I'm tired of being indecisive about this, or I'm tired of minimizing myself, I'm tired of not taking full action in the path that I want to, then um, definitely let go, sit down, do your journaling. I'm also hearing like your ancestors are like really proud of all of the healing and growing that you've been doing. And like again, this is like the last few days and moments before the new year starts. And so you might as well make the time, even if you feel like I don't have time to do this. Make time is what they're saying. Make time to let go. Make time to, I'm hearing like reflect on relationships, reflect on friendships, reflect on your finances, like reflect on the clothes that you have. Do your clothes reflect this like beautiful new version of yourself, the one who's the main character? Do your friends reflect that? Do you have people in your circle who are living a life that you are wanting to live, right? This is when you start curating and becoming the person that you've always wanted to be. Yes, it's collective. I never knew that about water. Yeah, water is very like very cleansing, very awakening, very will like make your energy go zing. So just make sure you ground yourself afterwards, especially if you are in the middle of quantum jumping. I always recommend that if you are quantum jumping and changing timelines, you have some sort of water practice, because it is such a strong portal, and you can communicate so easily with your ancestors that way, with deities like Oshun and Yemaya and Aphrodite, and just grandmother water in general. It's very, very powerful. And when it's as big as the ocean, like it's a part of your heart space as well. So it like helps you move through your jumping with a lot of balances, but it's very, very cleansing. I usually go into the ocean almost every day if I can to go swimming, and I like dunk my head like I'm in there. Like when the sun is about to come up, before it comes up, I'm in the water, I'm cleansing, I'm praying. Sun comes up, I'm like receiving the sun. Um, so those are some practices. What other advice do you have? I'm also hearing for folks who are manifesting love, like you are closer than you think, but there might be some editing that needs to be done with the type of person that might fit you going forward into this new year. If you are someone who's like, I really want a partner, I feel like my partner is close, then write down who's going to be a great match for you in 2026. Like, don't keep holding on to your old manifestations, because it's also kind of feeling like they wouldn't fit the person that you are today. And even look at, I'm hearing your like health habits. Because I'm also sensing like maybe you wrote down some things that were like, I want them to be like spiritual, I want them to like be a little bit more specific, or say more than just like, oh, they're a great person. Like, a great person in what sense? What does it look like day to day? I'm releasing everything that no longer serves me. Big changes. I'm excited. Yay! I'm so happy for you. Yeah, it's like such a powerful time right now if you are able to take advantage of this energy and allow it to support you. And I was just talking with someone about a reminder with multiple people actually this last week that when things are changing in your life and they start falling apart or things getting lost or you have to reset things, like instead of looking at it as like, oh, I hate that this is happening, like look at it as like, wow, the spiritual realm is working so hard and they love me so much that it's showing up in my physical realm. So that means all my desires have been received, right? So it's like use it as confirmation. Like your energy is so strong, your communication is so strong, but that the universe can't help but confirm it for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, change. Hey, you just said change. This card also talks about the energy of I think it's chameleon and how they will change their color based on the environment. And so your ancestors and guides are asking you, hi Sawadi, to be adaptable to the environments that you are going to be going into and that you are in right now. So it's almost like you are learning how to be authentic in different places. So if you feel like you're being tested or like you're getting opportunities in places that you normally wouldn't get them, it's because they're like, are you going to adapt? Are you going to change? Are you going to own every aspect of yourself? Because, as I always say, people are dynamic, they're not linear. And so, something that I also learned on my journey a long time ago was that every single test led me someplace, but eventually led me back to my most authentic self. Like, was I going to still say that I am a dancer, regardless of if I'm up here doing speeches about generational healing? you know? Hi, Claire. How's it going? Don't forget to like the live, everybody. But again, this energy of like this deep transformational change. And also, there's like this cute little message that came through of like, what color of life suits you. So don't forget to play with like what like how you want your life to come to fruition, right? Like maybe you're not seeing it with rose tinted glasses, but maybe you're seeing the rainbow over there and maybe you prefer purple clouds. You know what I mean? Like they want you to have fun during this time, as hard as it can be, but realize that you have more freedom than you think. You are not stuck. So what do you want to choose, right? What do you want to choose? How do you want to experience this life? Yeah, overcome fears. This is coming with the willpower and protect your energy. So again, that's kind of going back to those tests. This is like mirroring. I never know which direction to go. It goes back to those tests about if you're going to choose yourself or if you're going to minimize, right? Because when you minimize and an opportunity comes around, it makes it more challenging for the larger, say like it's subjective, manifestation to come towards you. So the universe is going to mirror back to you what you are ready to receive, right? So let's say you want to start a business, but if you're constantly holding things back, right, and you're like, no, I don't want to go full in, then the universe is going to mirror that back to you and give you people who aren't really fully invested or only trickles of money because you're not fully open to the energy itself. So overcome your fears and realize that the fears are just a story from your past. But this is guidance that it also feels heavy, like this feels very heavily ancestors as well. But again, it's protect your energy and again, protect your manifestation. That is also coming out with this. Even if your manifestations feel really big and lofty, protect them, work on them, don't share them with a bunch of people. Someone wrote, I've been on drugs since I was a teenager. I have finally reached out for support and I'm off to detox and rehab. Yay! I was scared, but now I'm so proud of myself. I can't wait to start my new life. Congratulations! That's such a huge, 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 huge milestone. I am also very, very proud of you. I have had some friends who have been through the same process, and it's huge. Like it's huge when when you're like, I'm ready to do this for myself, right? New life, new life. I'm proud of you. Again, with defense, we have protection, but this is also a reminder. This card isn't about just protect yourself. It's your path is protected. It's literally your path is protected, so you can't mess it up. You can't like miss it or anything like that. Like your ancestors are literally protecting you. So don't be afraid to take leaps. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there because they're helping you. So it's like there's like this path and you're like kind of with a blindfold on or something, and you take like one little step and they're like, just take the blindfold off. You see, like you can walk like a couple miles. Like you're totally fine. So there's that energy of just take that leap of faith, and keep going. Yeah, look, they're being very clear today. So make sure you are cutting ties to your fear, but also I'm seeing again space being like cleared in your physical space. I know it's been coming up for a lot of folks who I work with and doing feng shui. So I'm sharing that tip with everybody. So if you need to revamp your inside of your space, of your room, of your house, if you need to change your clothes, cut your hair, dye your hair, get a new wallet, like feng shui your wallet. I love feng shui wallet. Let's be real. Definitely do that because it's time. And at the bottom of the deck, we have good luck. So you are always going to be met with luck, and luck is around you right now. So take risks now. Take risks now, so they're going to work out quite nicely. Confirmation on top of the overcome fear and protection is banishing a curse. So this is also from your ancestors saying that this is what you were in the process of doing. So if anybody was like, what the hell is this? It feels like a lot of changes. It is, you're banishing the curse of not being your authentic self. You want to release all this scarcity so you can welcome the really big gifts and the large amounts of money, but you can't do that unless you believe that you are worthy of it. And we also have the union card on the bottom, which is look at safe travels peeking out. Maybe travel for some of you is coming. Maybe you're manifesting that. It literally just like kind of like wiggled out. The union card talks about coming into union with yourself. We have yin and yang. Talked yin and yang a lot today for some reason. Union with yourself, union with what you're actually desiring in life, and not being afraid to accept that as your truth. Oh, Mandy, I've been watching Raid for the last 2 hours. Yay! Don't get too carried away. Just do the app, and that's it. Okay? I know how some of y'all are, because then you'll take on too much information, and then it's like, did we do the thing? Did we do the thing? You have fun and then cut yourself off. Cut it off. I am cutting you off. I'm cutting you off. Now that you told me, turn it off. Go do the thing. You can watch more things on the weekend. I'm like, just a final card here. We have grounding. Again, we have good luck popping out again. So just remember to keep grounding your energy. Again, getting out in nature as much as you can. It's going to be important for you right now. I just split the deck to financial security and finding love. So yes, you're on the path to financial security, generational wealth. I literally have 2 of Cups peeking through the tarot deck right now and manifesting a partner. Look at this. 4 of Wands. If someone wants to be married, you're on the right track. Or just in union, whatever you want it to look like. Stop resisting change is what I heard. I have the Tower in reverse here. Again, with the 2 of Cups. Yeah, stop resisting change. That seems to be pertaining to love. Everybody's kind of focusing on a love energy while wealth is around them and you're like learning about it. Love is heavily being centered. So let's see what else the collective needs to know. Okay, Miss Cosmic Medicine Woman. I don't want to hear you stayed up until 1 a.m. watching videos. I don't want to hear it. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, balance your energy. The Hermit. I heard seek the truth. Seek the truth. Queen of Wands. King of Cups. Is this a mate? Okay. Is this for the collective? Yeah, completing a cycle. For anybody who is manifesting love, and you feel like it's relatively close, these cards are definitely saying, with the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse with Temperance and the World card, your partner or the love that is coming towards you is finishing up a cycle. Hi, Nia, is finishing up a cycle just like you're finishing up a cycle. So if some of you, I'm seeing like, if some of you have met, maybe you didn't realize it, but some of you have met and now you're on this journey of closing out. That's not going to be for everybody. But it feels like there is some healing in the heart space that needs to happen. Because we also, like with this Temperance card, I'm just getting like, up and down emotions in the heart space. So if you like believe in love and then 1 minute you're like, ah, and then you believe in love, they want you, your ancestors need you to balance your energy out. Because when you do that, you make the connection unstable. And you deserve it. And even though you're clearing out energy, stay uplifted as much as you can when you can. Because we have the Queen of Wands here in reverse, also sitting on top of the Equilibrium card, which is like, because your emotions will sometimes skyrocket and then tank, on certain days because you're trying to process. They're saying it halts your manifestation. It doesn't mean that it's like anything wrong, but they want to remind you of that. So stay positive, stop saying negative things if you are like, even if it's a thought, just be like, nope, you know what I believe in, and say all the amazing things that you actually believe in. Because as you're cutting away old versions of yourself, as you're shedding, the ego is just going to pull up every little thing, just like the extinction burst, to tell you that it's not possible. But we literally have the Six of Wands out here with success. So love is going to be successful. Your money is going to be successful. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Cups in reverse. So it's like, take the time to fully walk away from these mindsets. Again, obviously, when you're doing these quantum jumps and you're healing and you're manifesting, new things are going to come forward. And then you have to do the healing, replace it. Make sure you're being really good about replacing the old parts of you with new beliefs that are going to be more sustainable for you. Noted. Perfect. Yeah, you're going to be successful. The other advice that we have out here is the Hermit with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So make sure you are taking time to be with your emotions and looking inwards, because it almost gives the energy of like not fully wanting to see what's there. Or maybe you're like dancing around it and you don't really know it. And so if you've experienced anything in the last, I'm hearing like 3 weeks, that kind of felt like a little bit of a tower moment, it's because they're trying to get you to hermit for like, doesn't mean a whole week. Like even if it's a half a day, like look at the truth of like what's happening so you can release it, you can manifest something different. Like it's a very active time for you to be doing your generational healing or inner a transmutation of energy. Exactly. Like, but it's an active seeking is what they want you to do. And normally, sometimes it's like, oh, I'll just go through life and then I'll learn my lesson. No, they're like, we are in the last part of the shedding. Actively seek out the parts of yourself that you want to change and change them. Like it's very like, if you want this to move on and you don't want it to come with you into 2026, sit down, figure out why it's there. It's like they're very like, sit down, take an hour or two and contemplate how you can make better decisions going forward. Let me know if this is making sense. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune on the Queen of Cups in reverse, because it's also keeping you from completing the karmic cycle and really tipping the favors for yourself. The more that you can actively sit down right now, the next week, doesn't mean you have to clear your entire schedule, but make time to reflect and heal throughout the day. Like if you go outside and you come back in and you're like, oh, I realized that I was triggered, I'm going to sit down with my tea by the fire and be like, let's reveal the truth. Right? You're going to be your own TV show host is what you're going to do. Yes, so real. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you really, really, really have to actively heal yourself right now. Also makes sense. I feel close family still is a bit triggering at times. Yeah. So sit down with that as much as you can and be like, why is this triggering me? Right? Because sometimes even when you have manifestations coming in, oh, you are gonna be triggered. Like, because your ancestors are like, are you gonna remain balanced when I do this? But also sometimes people around you who have been connected to you will start poking and prodding because they can sense that something is coming in for you or that you are manifesting something else, right? So it doesn't mean that they're bad or anything like that. It's just a soul thing. It's an energy thing. There's always tests and stuff around manifestations. Yeah, also around soul tribe and friendships, like stay positive about that. If you're like, I'm questioning this person, like, are they actually doing harm to you, or are you just like healing and going through things right now, and do you need to take space, right? So be mindful of that. Or if you're like, I'm looking at all my friends, and if they are a reflection of me and I'm not down with what's happening, then I'm sorry to break it to you, you need new friends, right? You need new friends. Yeah, no longer crying over the past. Yeah, you have to move on from the past. No more bringing up like, but I remember when so and so. No, this is the year of the fire horse. This is the year of fire horse. You're moving with momentum. Let's pull a couple more cards and then we can get into tarot 10. Yeah, scarcity. Scarcity. A lot of times when people are running away from great people who are in their life or running away from their literal manifestations that are trying to come in for them, it's because of scarcity. You're holding on so tightly to the past or an old version of you, even subconsciously. Like, this doesn't necessarily have to be like you actively doing this throughout the day. Like, maybe you're actively doing better choices, but it's the hermit energy that needs you to sit down and reflect. Even though I'm doing this action, I still feel disembodied, right? Because you want to feel embodied when you do it. You don't want to go and be like, okay, I'm going to go do my finances and I'm scared shitless, right? Like, balance your energy and then do your finances and reflect on why you feel that way. So it's like really release this energy because, like, I don't know, I'm really focusing on this city. I feel like travel for someone or multiple people is important. It's like if only you just turned around and saw the world of possibilities rather than holding on to this teeny tiny thing from the past that was always not stable for you to begin with. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. Not cutting ties. We have the King of Swords in reverse along with the King of Wands. So you needing to take a little bit more initiative when it comes to the life that you want to create, being the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is quite fiery. It doesn't, like, you don't have to make yourself tired, but it's like, where's your fire? Where's your fire? Where's your initiative? So keep taking initiative. Yeah, with the Two of Cups, some of you might have people coming into your life that are here to help you. You might meet them when they're out and they might just be giving you opportunities. Just say yes to them and figure out the details on the way. But also, this card was peeking out a lot for love. So I'm going to get some clarity on this, and then we'll probably close it out with a final message and then go into Tarot 10. Yeah, not walking away. So for those of you who are manifesting love, sit down and maybe go through some of your past relationships and see if there's any patterns between all of them. Or even if you're dating right now, do you have dating patterns that look super similar that you would like to change going forward? So maybe you're like, oh, I'm magnetizing people who have a scarcity mindset and it makes me uncomfortable hearing that. And it's like, well, sometimes they are a mirror of you. So where are you holding on to scarcity mindset? Or let's say you want someone who provides for you, but that's not the energy that you are bringing in, right? The provider energy is more masculine, gender aside. And are you being in the more receiving energy or using your intuition? So remember, there has to be that polarity. So thinking about what you actually want in your relationship? Or are you holding back your emotions? Are you holding back telling this person that you really like them? Are you trying to to run away? So pay attention to that. Anything else for love? Anything else? Literally the lovers. You are manifesting love, or you're deepening some sort of relationship. But also, for those of you who are like, I want love, but I'm not quite focusing on it right now, this is your self-care. So again, this is you balancing your energy. But literally, for folks who are manifesting love, this is what you're manifesting, in case you wanted to know. But I'm also focusing on, the angel here, which I also heard seraphim. Look at this. Stop fighting love. Are some of you avoidant? Spirit's gonna just like drag you through love and be like, this is a great time. You're just making it really awkward. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This is great. Anything else? So love is coming in. You should go sing some Tom Jones, maybe. Strength in reverse. Y'all. The Empress. Yeah. Be in your Empress energy. The Empress is someone who like sits on their throne and is like, oh, I know I'm valuable. Do that. So the lover can actually come in and support you. Yeah, stop slowing it down. We have the Chariot in reverse. It feels like it's very close at your fingertips. Chariot in reverse. Be decisive. Yeah, it feels like you're coming out of this energy where maybe in the past you would have created chaos around relationships, even friendships, I'm hearing. But we have the Three of Swords here in reverse, which is a reminder, and also like what you're shifting into, right? A time of peace, a time of stability, a time of hope and passion. I'm hearing compassion as well. So you might also be manifesting someone who is extremely compassionate, just like you. I'm hearing, just like you. Yeah. You need to really cut ties from the past. Stop looking at the past. Yeah. Focus on your manifestations. I'm going to pull one last oracle card, and then we can get into Tarot 10 if anybody needs it. Any last advice? So funny. Who wants love? It's on the table. Healing energy, big surprise. So focus on your healing these next 7 days so that you can really bring in all this energy. You might even receive an opportunity here or there that's going to help you focus on it, like relieve a little bit of pressure, give you a preview of, what's coming in for you. Please don't be afraid to do your healing work. Get out in nature, be with the trees, be a fairy, be in the water, be a mermaid. I was literally pretending I was a mermaid the other day and was like, la, 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 la. Just gonna have fun by myself. So go heal with your ancestors. Also, I'm getting like tree of knowledge. So make sure that you are recording the things that you are learning and your way of healing in your ancestor books or your grim, because that feels important. It also feels like some of you are not doing that, because they're showing me sometimes and they're showing me not all the time. So if you don't have an ancestor book, definitely stop by. We have Destiny at the bottom. Z School for the Gifted, and we can chat about it. But those of you who already have it, make sure you're documenting this because you'll be able to reference it later. And it'll be a really great thing to pass on. So I'm going to stop the reading there at 3333. If anybody needed a divine number. Also, does anybody need a tarot 10? If you do, let me know. I know there is a little bit of a delay. That's not even the same deck. So I will wait a minute or two. I also promised that I would be putting the information in the chat. And yeah, let me do that. So if you want to do a tarot 10, you could use any of the 3 links. I have the Cash App in there, Venmo, and then the PayPal one. You can also use, if you prefer PayPal, CashApp, and Venmo are going to be easier. But feel free to let me know. You can also put Tarot 10 in the chat. It's 0808. You're manifesting money, which I'm excited about for all of you. Was this helpful for you all? Did you receive your messages? I'm happy that the collective is healing. This feels like a really great week in whatever way you choose to see it. Right? Right. It happens for you, not to you. Just so everyone's aware. I'm going to shuffle the deck. I'll give it a moment. What a journey for everybody. Also, tomorrow in Z School for the Gifted, we're going to do yin yoga and some releasing. So if that feels like a vibe for you, it goes nicely with the energy that we are in right now. Closing things out. I love yin. I love yin so much. I'll also be doing some sharing. Yeah, it's going to help you look towards the future. And then those in the Divine Academy, on Friday, we're going to be going over more avoidant versus secure attachments. So if you're here and you're like, I want to be in the Divine Academy, it's a subscription, so you can go check it out. The link is going to be in the description. Yeah, very helpful. I've got some reflection work to do. Yeah, it's in the energy right now. Time to reflect, time to heal, time to move forward and allow yourself to live. Like 2026 is such a remarkable year. So why not just set yourself up for success as much as you can? Like literally as much as you can. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to do your social media pages. Oh, also in the Divine Academy for this year, I'm putting all of the recordings into a portal so you can go back and watch them if you need. And it's a great space. So then if you miss a class, you can always go check it out. It shall be there for you. The King of Cups really keeps showing up. Some of y'all might have some King of Cups coming towards you. So funny. Questioning love. Okay, does anybody need a tarot 10? If not, I'm going to go in like 2 minutes. I know it's like a slow bananas delay. Literally. In case you wanted love. It's here. It's here if you want it. I'm going to be curious to know who met their love in February and didn't know it and then ran away from them. Did anybody do that? Do you know? Anybody? 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 Are you fighting love? What are you up to? How are you all been doing energetically? My robe is opening. How are you all doing energetically? I'm happy for you all. Excuse me. Okay, you're going to send 10. Got it. I will look at the cash apps. Anybody else want a tarot 10? Just put tarot 10 and then you can send it. And I will do the reading. Y'all know how it works. Okay, I have it open. Here we are. Okay. Have you been experiencing manifestations coming in? Anybody? You definitely should be. Thank you, Z. I appreciate you. Happy to help, Leah. So glad you're here. I love seeing your videos pop up. I love how consistent you've been. I see you working hard. I see all of you working quite hard. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remind people to like and subscribe. Your latest Mango Man made me think of Prince Naveen. Nia, okay. I was laughing so hard. Like every time, it's been a while since we've talked about this, but you will always bring up Prince Naveen on days when I make a Prince Naveen reference, and it's the funniest shit I think I have ever. This is why I love all of you, because you're all so psychic and just amazing. And I was literally talking to someone, and I was like, that man kind of looks like Prince Naveen. And I was like, tee, giggling. And then my friend was like, oh, he's real sexy. And I was like, I know, doesn't he though look like Prince Naveen? But she had never seen the movie. And I was like, dang. What do you mean you've never seen it? But what did you all think of the last Mango Man? It was great, right? This is making my whole day. Yeah, literally made me laugh. So like, I'm probably gonna laugh myself to sleep tonight. Like, I even wrote it on a thing that was like, Prince Naveen, tee, like, like tee. It's just great. Literally, he looks like Prince Naveen. It was a straight. I had to do like a. Is this a? I was like, don't stare, but I want to stare. And my friend was just like, she's always staring. She's always fucking staring. Like, she's the type of person too where like, even if I'm like, don't stare or make it obvious, she's just looking at you dead in the eyes. And I'm like, I don't think you have an in between. Okay, let me check. Make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, Antoinette, I didn't get anything yet, but let me know whenever it's sent. Loved it. It was like watching a movie. I loved your dress and sneakers combo too. Oh, I just got it. Okay, this last chapter was probably, it was so fun to write, and I wrote it when I was in Canada. And I can't wait to reveal, because I'm going to do the next 3 chapters together, but I'm not going to reveal anything until the chapters are done, because that was 11, 12, 13. And I think I said I was going to write to 16. Yeah, I mean, that's how I have it outlined, but sometimes I make a little wiggle room for the story to like go organically. And that's why sometimes I have to pause, because the ancestors are like, wait. I'm like, okay, what has to come out now? Is that your friend who pulled you over to him? I mean, that would be giving away the story, Nia, sneaky. Yes, may the best man win. Okay, oh, question in Discord. Got it. Okay, Antoinette, you did this last time too. Which question do you do you want answered? The first part of the question or the second part of the question? I see your 2 questions. May the best man win. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Woo, woo, woo! I love Mango Man, and thanks to everybody who's been streaming it. Like, I've been getting some bananas numbers just from streaming. And so, oh, that's why I wanted to ask you all, if you could, do you listen on Apple or Spotify? While I'm waiting for Antoinette to respond, do you listen on Apple? Okay, you want both? Okay, send another 10. But when you go in to listen, can you rate it? So then there's stars or however it works on there. It would be so greatly appreciated. So then it pushes even more. Um, I appreciate it. Okay, Antoinette, I will get started. You're funny. Okay. You have not met them in the 3D yet. I'm going to pull on your other question and read it together. Ooh. Okay. You have not met them in the 3D, and it's because of an indecisive energy that you may have around the type of partner. It's almost like I can see this is my fun for the day. I can see your manifestation, but it's like off in the distance almost. Like like you still have a little bit of a connection to not knowing what healthy dynamics look like in a relationship. And it feels like subconsciously that is what's trying to come forward right now so you can release it, because what I'm hearing with this Two of Swords is that you haven't met them in the 3D yet because you wouldn't be able to recognize them. They may, like, even if they came towards you, you may still see them as a little bit toxic or question them because you don't. It's like you need to get to the bottom of what a healthy family looks like and surrounding yourself with healthy relationships. Like, it doesn't feel like you have a lot of healthy relationships around you for you to be in the energy and see how they move. So what you need to know is that you are on a new journey. So we have the Full card here, and it's like, because we have the Full card with the 10 of Cups in reverse, it's giving this energy of the reason why I was giggling, because when I saw the Full card, it was kind of like, oh, I'm on this new journey, but I'm not quite looking at this other aspect of me where sometimes I doubt true love. And that's why I keep getting drawn to like how the person in the card is like turning away from how this card is looking. And so your ancestors right now are turning you inwards to look at that aspect of yourself on a healing level. But they want you to get specific about what your views are on healthy relationship dynamics and what you want your family to look like moving forward. Because it feels like you're almost done healing the aspect of what you're wanting in a partner, but you have to like be decisive. And then the next part is, okay, now what do I want the family to look like? What do healthy dynamics look like? What do the boundaries look like? When do I introduce them? What types of things would they say that would make me feel safe? Is it, like, it's like the logistics of how you would be able to recognize that this is your partner. That sort of knowledge and language is what's going to be important for you. what kind of questions would I ask to even know if they're a healthy partner, right? Like instead of just sitting back and observing, it's like this active energy, which is coming up also for you too, of like, what do I actively need to do to make sure that I am safe, my family is safe, and that this is the best person moving forward. But it's also like this hidden belief that's kind of riding around that like there's always going to be some sort of chaos, which there's going to be growth. So how do you ask the questions that are going to get you to how does this person actually handle relationship growth and stability, right? Like be specific. So yeah, I'm going to stop them here. Is that making sense, internet? You're on a new journey though. So that means like you successfully have hit a new timeline. So you're solid, and now it's just about being decisive because your manifestation energy feels like it's like big and massive. So they need you to like, what do you want? What do you want? Own it, matriarch. Thank God. Thanks for liking the live. Yeah, it's a really fun energy. I can see it. Like you're good. It's just keep making these decisions. It's almost like educating yourself. What you want, what you don't want, but getting to the truth, right? Because the more you have a clear understanding of what you are wanting in a healthy family, the questions will get you there. And time will get you there, like really getting to know the person. Those are great questions. Those were fun. Yeah, this is good. Okay, good. I'm only giggling because like you know how sometimes ancestors just communicate in a really funny way. And so it just makes me feel like I love how they speak, and so sometimes I'm laughing because they're laughing, not laughing at you. Not one of those moments where I'm like, we're laughing at you. No, I laugh randomly because I can hear them giggling or say something funny. Does anybody else have a question or need Tarot 10? Anybody? I'll sit for like another couple moments. This is so fun. So freaking fun. I will also make sure I mark the chapters so everybody can go back and take a look-see. Okay, wait, I have a question for you all for the Mango Men because we're talking about love today. Does anybody have a favorite character so far? Anybody? Or does everybody just hate them all? I'm just kidding. Or maybe a favorite chapter. This one was fun. Ooh. There's some curveballs in there. Come with some curveballs. Thanks, see the best part. I'm on a new timeline. Yeah, no, you're on it. I can feel it. You got this, internet. Oh, go! We're all team internet. We got love in the air everywhere. You've been rhyming a lot. Anybody else need Tarot 10? Yeah, you should totally read it or listen to it. Everybody, don't forget to give a review on the platform, please. On Spotify or Apple. Give it some stars. Yeah, it's a fun one. I will say I enjoy writing every single one. Favorite guys or favorite chapters? You pick, Nia. You can say both. You can say whatever you want. You tell me. Whatever resonates. I love that correction, Nia. Look at you all, activists. Favorite characters. Anything you prefer. It's fun. And I'll just wait to see if anybody needs another tarot 10 and I'll get going. Can you even remember some of them? I can barely remember. If I'm thinking about my favorite chapters that I wrote, definitely this last one was fun, but mostly because I know how it's going to unfold. And I was sitting there like, ooh. That's how I felt. I was like, I was like in Canada eating pho. The quantum entanglement one was, oh, I didn't see that one coming. What? No pun intended. Yeah, the quantum entanglement one was, that one was fucking wild. I don't think I revealed that one. Maybe I'll wait to just reveal it until all of them are done. You'll just have to guess all the way at the end. Maybe I'll give away a fun prize. What about anybody else? Did anybody else read them? Quantum entanglement, I would say chapters. This last one, 10 of Cups, the woman, and the one on the terrace. Let me go look at the names. The terrace. Oh, the one in Polynesia, I think. Is that one? Where at the end it's like I'm looking out at the person getting into the car. That one? That one was a fun one. Polynesia was great, but the spicy one, I think. Oh, the Italian guy. I'm mixing in a little bit of spice with a little bit of like intensity and healing. Keep you guessing, you know what I mean? Reel you in. Be like, okay, do your generational healing. Here you go. Yeah, okay. Oh, I did not. These are all ones that I did not even think were ones that folks would like. I wrote them kind of like, I hope they like this one. I feel like it's the same thing with content. Like you make content, you're like, this is killer, flops. And then like the ones where you're just like picking your nose, people are like, I loved it. Glad I wasted so much time on my other ones. This is so fun. I appreciate everybody's feedback. The Italian one and the Spanish guy one was really spicy. No, I love them all. Are you preferring more of the spicy chapters? Is this what's happening here? Because it kind of feels that way. Because this last one, I was like, are people going to make it through? It's going to be a fucking setup. The spicy ones are good. The Spanish one, for some reason, the freaking thing published, like, I don't know what happened. The episode 1 disappeared and then it published itself again like last week. I was like, what's happening? The I Carlos, that one that happened in Houston. That one was a fun one. That one was a fun one to live. They impact me differently. I haven't read the last one yet. I'll listen tonight. Woo! Yeah, you'll have to tell me what you think. Don't forget to review. I feel like each of them definitely have a different tone, and there was a different lesson for each of them, which was why I wanted to write it like this, because like sometimes you go through your love journey and you're just keeping your head down, like not even paying attention um, to the lessons. But when you can get to a point where you start to feel a lot of gratitude and do the healing work, you can go back and revisit and, see everything that you learned, which is also fun, like when I'm writing it, because it's like, wow, what an adventure. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I should write this. But also, what an honor to be able to live in love so many times, and be within our gifts. That's why I'm like, just keep manifesting what you want, because everybody's journey is so unique. Love looks different on everybody. Depending on what I was healing and experiencing, love changed. But I also feel like some of them were what I needed during that time, and some of them were not. Um, but were, you know what I mean? Like, I needed that lesson. Other ones were just sheer, like, why did you do that? See? But all of them, it's like I don't carry any shame with it at all, because who cares? And it's like, writing it has been one of the most fun things, to be like, I'm so proud of being my most authentic self, to the point where I can literally write about it and just have fun. And I don't care anymore. Like, it's like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm just going to tell you all the intimate stuff about my life. I learned so much from you through these, about having fun and experiencing, but also learning and reevaluating, evolving. Yeah, it's so huge. One of the biggest lessons. Thanks for saying that. Because it's like, without the evolving, without the learning, then you're just repeating cycles over and over again. And um, there was a part of me that was like, oh, if I look at this whole story, I'm like, should I, what was that? Should I be ashamed of my behavior? Absolutely not. Um, and I'm glad, like, looking back on the ones that I have revealed, that I was integrating, but it was also like a mirror of all of the trauma that I was carrying, and just how, like, sometimes people are so hard on themselves when they feel like they can't find love, or they feel like they can't get past this, or it's like, well, when you've spent your entire life not knowing the truth about who you are, it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to live life without feeling you're making mistakes, and it's okay to feel like you're making mistakes. Like, all of it is okay to experience, and all of it is okay to have fun, because we're human. Like I say, like, people are dynamic. We are not linear, and love is not linear. Who you want to date is not linear. Gender is not not linear. What you're attracted to, or who you're attracted to, changes in multiple phases of your life. Like, even building my career is like severely, like, I told my friend one year, I was like, I might be dead inside. I was like, I'm building my career, and when I look at the men, she's like, look how out there, and I was like, all I see is responsibility. Like, your whole life and the way you see things changes depending on what you're experiencing. And then other times you're like, oh, I really appreciate you. All I see is love right now. Yeah, I've adopted the thought that all relationships are allowing one to grow. How do you know not to touch the stove if you're seeing a stove for the first time? Exactly. It's so many moments. It's like, oh, I totally nailed my partner this time. What the is this? And that's what's so fun. It's like, nah, bruh, we done did it again. It's like, oh, that was a totally different package, and I totally did the same thing again. But who cares? It's a part of the journey. Um, and why not just live a little? Live a little, experiencing things. And that was the other thing I've learned, like, when writing this. Like, I'm so glad that for as young as I am, I explored who I was, because that's what it's about. Like, the book isn't about just, like, getting to know people, dating them, sleeping with them, because I'm not always doing that, but like it's fun to talk about that. But like the whole point is like live your life. Like live your life. The things that will happen when you walk with your ancestors and walk with the deities and want to manifest love, life became so fucking magical. I was literally like, how far does this shit go? I was like, can you hear me? Cuckoo. Is there a man around the corner? Like you just have fun instead of worrying about the other things that your ego is always trying to tell you. um and it's just a journey. It's just a journey, right? It's like, who the fuck cares? I'll learn the lesson when I'm ready. Right? Like, because most people know that they're doing the same cycle for the most part. If it's like a pretty big cycle, like, you're doing that. It's like the 10th time, right? And it's like, all right, if I'm being honest, I'll learn the lesson, but I didn't want to do it right now because that takes a lot of work and it's easier to run away, right? Totally fine. to- totally fine. And then there's like moments where you're like, no, I just want to be a fucking human and experience intimacy without having any fucking responsibility, and nobody can talk to me about it. It's like, why can't I also do that? It's like, oh, you're cute. I love this. This is great. You're leaving when? Awesome. Awesome. No, for real. Exactly. Nia. This is a safe space. Yeah, just leap. Uh, oh my God. See, I was literally saying these things to myself on my drive to my yoga class. I want to live without feeling like mistakes are detrimental. I want to live and learn in every sense of the word. Heck yes. I'm cheering you on. Go live. Like when you can be in the mindset of, I'm just gonna fucking live today, I don't care, everything becomes easier, and you become so magnetic. So magnetic, you can just turn it on and then turn it off. Like whatever you want to do, it's so much fun because why waste another day or another hour worrying the same fucking way you were worrying last week, because all it got you was an ulcer. It's like all I got you was an ulcer and you didn't sleep and you're probably constipated. So you might as well just put the freaking thing on that you want to wear and go outside and paint at the beach and eat your ice cream and walk home and get a boba and then date or marry multiple people or not many people. The choice is yours. Like sometimes you just gotta like spread your wings and fly. We're meant to live. We're not meant to be so boring. Not that boring is bad, because sometimes boring is stability, right? Because I'm not trying to gaslight you into being like toxic all day long, but you can experience liberation and freedom and safety within intimacy with boundaries, and that can still be so much fun. Like literally so much fun. Like I've met so many people on this journey and I've loved every single moment of it, even though sometimes I was like, you make me so mad. It's like now I can laugh about it. No big deal. Ice cream sounds so good right now, right? I really want gelato so bad. So bad. There's one not too far from my house and I love it so much. They have different flavors all the time. Different flavors, like the mango men and other manifestations. Is there anything that you're wanting to see more of or less of for the mango men and other manifestations? I can't wait till it's all together in a physical book. I'm really looking forward to that. You are always so on time, Z. Yay. I had just finished reading this book called Attached. Ooh, Attached is good. And then you were talking about attachment styles and noticing avoidance in dating and avoidant behavior in self too. Yeah, it's super common. And also I feel like avoidance get bad yeah. But like you can totally be avoidant and not also be severely toxic. Like you likely have experienced so much trauma if you're like avoided in love and you try to run away because it's your safety mechanism. But then there's the balance of once you know about it and you're still doing that and you can't maintain healthy communication and you're um, breaking boundaries and being quite toxic, that's like a different story. But like it's quite common to be avoidant in some way, shape, or form, even as like if you have a past with overgiving. Because sometimes when people, this is why it drives me crazy with like twin flame stuff, because when people start looking at them, they're like, oh, there's a chaser, right? And then there's um the runner. But like one, you can switch dynamics, and two, the chaser can also slightly be avoidant because they're not looking at their own wounding, or they break their entanglement, they learn their healing, and they have high self-worth, and then they're so scared to enter back into a relationship that they become severely avoidant, right? And so it's like many people can fluctuate between all different types of attachment styles, but working towards being securely attached is what's going to be healthy for most people. But during different phases of your life, you could totally change. What's your flavor of choice, internet? I'm loving all these questions. What's everybody's favorite? A coconut milk vanilla bean and toasted pecans and cacao nibs? Baller. That sounds delicious. That sounds so good. At the gelato place, I mix it up all the time. Mint chocolate chip will forever be my favorite, but lately I've been getting hazelnut, and then sometimes I'll get the pistachio because it also has pistachio in them. And then they drizzle hot chocolate all over it. It's so good. It's so good. My friend, on the other hand, she likes the fruitier flavors. I'm like, I'm more of a savory gal myself. But yeah, live your life, people. Live your life. I'm just glad, we're going to go over attachment styles. We've been slowly going over it. Um, and I also decided to extend the Divine Academy special pricing to the end of February. So if you are wanting to join at the more entry price, I would definitely do that right now. And you can keep it for your subscription until you decide to change it. It's been so much fun. I love the art of love and magnetism because we're looking at movie clips too some days. And who doesn't like watching film? Learning through film is great. And also you get to learn how you were freaking indoctrinated to believe in toxic love, right? For the sake of film. Shall we not? Shall we not do that? Um, what are all of your attachment styles? Do you know? After our last love class, I have quite a bit of a avoidant energy in you that's coming out, or you realized it. I bounce between the fruit flavors and milk flavors. Oh, my back is itchy. That's fair. I love fruit, so I eat fruit. And so that's where it's been categorized in my mind. So ice cream does not have fruit flavors in my mind. So like when I go to do it, I'm like, what am I doing? This is wrong. Ah, yes, you realized it. Ah, see? Good to pay attention to how we act. It's so easy to be avoidant. I've been listening to a lot of people at well, Z. I mean, that's how I feel about ice cream. It's wrong. I've been listening to people talk sometimes in the cafe and like hearing them talk about relationships, and sometimes the things that they say are so subtle, but you can You can tell if someone's quite avoidant. And even if they're not talking about love and they're describing different things in their life or the assumptions that they make, it's like, oh, you're probably mad avoidant. Oh, you're very defensive and you just don't even know it. Um, it's cool to get to know yourself. I believe I may be a good old anxious avoidant. Good old anxious avoidant. Definitely been there. Mostly anxious though for a bit. And then it was a short period of the anxious, and then it was like purely avoidant at all costs. Wore it like a badge of honor. It was more so like, I'm just gonna avoid love. Period. This has now been destroyed. Destroy love button. Yes, Nia, I like warm fruit with vanilla. I mean, that sounds good. Is it like a pie? I'll eat it in a pie. But I like fruit flavors when it's hot. Warm fruit belongs in Ayurvedic breakfasts and pie. Hot outside. I was previously anxious. I'm working my way towards secure, but I think I have avoidant tendencies. Yeah, it's very common. Very, very common. It's good that you are aware and like shifting towards something different for yourself. It's important. And to check in, because sometimes it can be the circumstances of what you are going through. And sometimes we can miscategorize avoidant behavior, but really it's you need space. Like you need rest. And you might need to just I mean, obviously avoidants also need to regulate their nervous system, but um, sometimes you're not being avoidant. You are not navigating your boundaries well. And so you will become avoidant. And so if avoidants have a very low articulation or low emotional intelligence to be able to say what they need, they're more likely to stay in that avoidant energy, and it become this like vicious cycle over and over and over again because they don't get used to building the safety. Like they don't quite know how to do it. And they just avoid. Yes, pie. Yes, pie, like or crumble. Crumble? You would be a crumble. The frame on your artwork is chef's kiss. Thank you. It's Italian. I only like Italian frames. It's one of my favorites. When I was getting this framed, the person was like showing me all these other things, and I was like, "Did I not already tell you which one I wanted?" I was like, "I know what I want." And they're like, "But I really think, are you the artist?" No, shh, get the frame. I was being very like, because sometimes when you go into these places, they just want to blabber and blabber and blabber and blabber and blabber. I'm like, are you the artist or am I the artist? Did I come in here or did like they're all out? I can see them all. I was tired that day, but also I'm very intentional about what I say. So I prefer. I also love gold. I love putting things in gold frames. Like I don't like black frames. I love gold. Thank you for the compliment. It's super solid. Got special glass and all. I can't wait to see your frames. If you're framing, maybe one or two. Framing is my favorite. So wild. I've literally dropped this so many times. The glass is so nice. And it has the UV thing in it, so it like protects the actual pigment. When I think of getting back into dating scene, there's some avoidance and anxious energy for sure. There's a part of me that wants to go for it, and there's a part of me that's like, what if? What if what? what's the rest of that sentence? Did it get cut off because the word limit? What if I don't recognize he's not safe? The only way you're going to be able to find that out is if you practice. And you've been doing so much work. Like, one of the most important things that I also like to tell people is that don't allow yourself to just run off into the universe with this person. Have space to regulate. Like, if they want to go on a date on Monday and you know it takes you maybe a couple days to process, and they're like, oh, I want to see you tomorrow, be like, I can't see you tomorrow, but I'm happy to see you on Wednesday or Thursday. So you can build in that time for yourself to regulate, and ask questions, check in with your body, but also giving yourself the permission that you can't predict everything. You're not going to be able to. The best that you can do is be the best version of yourself and let that be your true north. Right? Because if we are constantly in that state of fear, it's going to be very hard to feel comfortable. But the right type of energy will initially, you'll start to feel a little bit safe. But that's where the asking the questions is going to come in, and allowing yourself to be like, okay, I'm going to make a list of things that help me feel safe when I go on dates. Like, for me, it was, okay, all of my friends know where I am. I'm like constantly sending my location. They know his name. One time I even took a picture of someone's ID because they were acting kind of strange when I was out with them. And they're like, oh, I'm in the government. And I was like, can you send it to me? Because my dad also was in special ops. So I was like, this helps me feel safe. Not saying you have to go that far, but like, make a list of things that may help you feel better along the journey. But that regulation time is going to be huge. And embodiment, like, if you know what makes you feel unsafe in your body, read the signals, read it as much as you can. I know, it's exactly that. See, I'm not a true avoidant, but I'm in this weird space of learning how to address things and wanting, but not wanting to, because it's unknown territory and feels scary, but really isn't. Yeah. It's just the body wanting to fully run away because it's unknown. It's a whole reason why I also share sometimes about taking dance classes are really good, because you learn how to be embodied through movement and regulate your nervous system. And then once you do some movement classes, because movement also helps you gain confidence in a really subtle way, you can then maybe do like a group dance class. So then you see how your energy is. It's a new world that's opened up. Looking for frames, I notice and appreciate them way more now. Yay! We had a frame conversation. They're dope, right? There's so many. You can make your own frame. I'm not really a make my own frame right now because I'm too busy, but definitely down the road. Ideala, did you create new art? Ideala be always creating. Exactly. Yes, and I'm experimenting with putting frames on some of my pieces right now. Because she is manifesting. These are all great questions. Just so you know, I'm happy for all of you. But see, I love the idea of checking in with my body and creating space to regulate. Yeah, you have to. And also, depending on your way of processing, be mindful about who you tell, right? So I had realized that even though I was sharing my location, I needed to also only share it with people who were highly regulated and in stable relationships. Because if I was sharing my information with someone who was also looking for love and maybe they had different love languages, it always got fucked up, like in some way, shape, or form. And I needed for myself to be able to regulate without someone looking over my shoulder so I can tap in with my heart. And also people who are in the more stable relationships we're usually the ones who we're not going to push and be as nosy. So be mindful about who your friends are and who you tell. If you've got super stable friends that are also single, do it, but just be mindful, right? Because it's a sacred journey, it's your time. Because you don't want to add on too much stress. And that's why it's good to be like, how some of you are in More Than Worthy or the divine, so you can come to a space and regulate yourself in privacy if you need to, because sometimes you don't always feel comfortable telling your friends and they may not even understand what you're talking about. So I totally get that. But definitely staying on your routines helps with that a lot. Um, and journaling and making sure that you're processing stuff and asking yourself, what information do I have that is telling me that this is true? Because sometimes you don't want to gaslight yourself. You do want to trust your intuition, but you have to get really good at reading your intuition versus your trauma, because it may present itself the same in a heightened situation, right? Because your brain's going to be like, this is not safe. And your intuition's going to be like, okay. Right. And then like all these emotions are going to pop up. And so you need that extra time, especially if you've experienced any sort of body trauma. You have to be able to slow down and regulate and feel okay afterwards, right? Like, did I feel safe when they grabbed my hand or when they kissed me or when they sat across from me? Did I shudder when they touched my knee? Or, because sometimes you have to be able to pay attention to that and just be like, did I feel uncomfortable because I'm just uncomfortable right now? Was it the environment? Was it this person? Was I sensitive that day to touch or to feeling, to energy? But you're only going to get that information if you go out and try, you know? Um, love that. That part. The face, Antoinette. But it's practicing, and the best part is like a lot of you have your ancestors by your side and are really great at manifesting, so you're going to go on these journeys that are interesting. I'm not saying they're not easy. Obviously, I wrote the entire Mango Men and Other Manifestations, me just doing banana things, but um I learned a lot about myself. So I like, you're never going to know unless you try. And something I was also talking about with someone recently, because their body trauma was surfacing, and I had said, try not to be so hard on yourself, because survivors are more easily going to believe that maybe they could have prevented the incident, or it's like there's a lot of blame and shame placed on the survivor that can be self-inflicted. But again, there's no way you could have known that you were going to experience trauma like that. And now you have a little bit more space, depending on how you live, to be able to make things safer for yourself. But you're still not going to be able to predict everybody's behavior, but that doesn't mean you stop living. Like, you still keep having fun, you just do it in a safe way, with the understanding that my safety is highly important. And so I go towards the people who help me feel seen, heard, and safe and protected. Anything outside of that, I cut out of my life. Like, if I'm even questioning it, if they make me confused about whether or not I am safe or held, it's like, goodbye. Thank you for explaining that processing. Yeah. I'm glad it's helpful. I've definitely been avoidant. And, some people, it's like quick to say, oh, like, oh, you run away from love. It's like, well, I run away from love because 90% of the time I was physically abused or something else happens. So it's not just I run away from love. Like, do I? Or had I? Yeah, because that was the only thing that felt safe at the time. I wasn't running, I was protecting. I was protecting my life at all costs because there was no other person around me to protect me. The people who were supposed to protect me were the ones abusing me, and the ones who said they would help wouldn't help and then abused me, So it's like, always be gentle on yourself. And while, yes, we are using words to categorize behavior, like, your journey is your own, and it's okay to discover what works for you. Like, I feel like there's so much pressure put on people about like forcing themselves into a certain box, when there are people out there who you can be in partnership who understand who you are, and they're not going to try and threaten the safety that you need or the boundaries that you have. They're going to enhance them. So that should be one of the most important things. Like, I was just talking to one of my friends, and we were having a conversation about safety, and he's a masculine. He was like, what helps you feel safe? Like, he wants to know those things. It's like, well, this and this and this and this and this. And so now it's like, he's just going to remember. But there are people who want to enhance safety around you, but that needs to be your truth. And if you find that maybe your belief is that there are no safe people, like, that's a different healing journey that you need to go on, right? With someone who can understand that. Because I remember feeling like that. Because not only was it reinforced in my physical realm that I wasn't safe, it was reinforced in my office space that I wasn't safe, no matter how much I spoke up. And then it happened again, right? It was like multiple times in different spaces. It was like, okay, now I'm not safe. Oh yeah, and I present as Black, and now I'm extra not safe. Now someone's chasing me, and oh, I'm a female, and like, there's all these different things, and now I'm moving up in the work chain, and now there's less representation, and now I'm being bullied. It's like there's so many aspects of life that can condition you to stay in that avoidance, because your reality is real. Especially as a marginalized person in the US, especially, right? That's not small potatoes. Like, the fact that you can focus on love is a blessing, right? Like, the fact that you're liberated enough to try and focus on yourself despite a system like not being there to support you. So I think, or like what I feel and notice sometimes in manifestation, like containers, is they want to help everybody manifest love, but they have no idea how intersectionality works. Like, yes, maybe you present a little bit differently and you have access to certain things. It doesn't mean my client in the US who is marginalized and marching and doing all these things and is underpaid is going to be able to manifest the same way as this person who has no threat to their life. Because this is historical. What's over here? And so it's not to like minimize people, but it's like, I want everybody to understand that whatever healing path you take, and however it, like, timing doesn't matter, but like, do it in a way that is authentic for you and acknowledge those parts of yourself, right? And then it's like, if you're part of the LGBTQI plus, right? Even more unsafe. So it's like, you are extremely intersectional. It's okay, right? It doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means, like, maybe you need someone like myself to hold space for you, who knows, like, okay, I'm going to help you pivot because I know that you're in a system of oppression and you also have this on top of you. And so I can then tweak things because I also have lived that life, right? Where if you went into a different space, not saying you can't, if someone isn't well versed in like navigating systems of oppressions and liberating themselves, how are they going to help you do it? If they've never walked the life that you've walked, if they've never been in poverty or been houseless or been queer or Like, they're not going to know what you face. They can try, but they're not going to know. They're not going to know what it's like to carry that ancestral energy within your body, like within your hair, within the way you see. They're not going to know about your gift suppression. They're not going to know about quantum entanglement. They're not going to, you know what I mean? They're not going to know because they've never had to think about it at all. Like, most of them have never, like, it's the whole reason why I started the podcast with my friend, Black Girl Magic meets White Girl Questions, because there are literally people in the world who know nothing about spirituality. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it's a part of your love journey, right? So some of us walk very different paths. I'm getting very passionate right now, everybody. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna add that trait on the list. Loves this. I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Oh, I've never seen the snap emoji. It's amazing. It's also this one. So good. I hope that this is helpful, because I can talk about this all day, because I've been in so many containers where I was like, you all mean well, but none of you know anything about being a marginalized person. None of you. Don't give me any sort of advice unless it's about access and you're willing to open the door. Other than that, I don't want to hear about it. Okay? No. I'm very strict about it now. Like, absolutely. Because I'm like, you have no idea. Unless you've marched and done all these things. Nope. This is incredibly helpful, Z. Yay! And let me know if you have any other questions. So, Z, would you say experiencing safety in the many different facets are the initiations to ascension, and you see less of it as you master it? Would you say this has been your experience? I would say yes, but it's kind of like a simplified way of saying it, because feeling safety is still subjective. And like, you get to a certain point where you are almost beyond safety. Like, safety is a good way to explain it in terms of putting verbiage to it, but you get to a point where it's like the way I manifest and the way I am around people and the way I process stuff now, it's like I know that I am safe, and I know how to shift my reality quite easily. So I guess yes, in a sense. Like, a lot of the things that you are learning along the way will also teach you indirectly that you are more safe than you think. Um, yeah, it's like an energetic freedom in a way. Like, because it's beyond that sort of articulation. Not saying that, tragic events don't ever happen, but you can also co-create your reality with the universe now. And so there is like this idea of, obviously, the physical realm, safety is a priority, right? Like, because you are aware that you are a femme, a person of color. So going to certain spaces in the physical realm could bring danger to you, but you are also aware that you feel safe within your body, if that makes sense. Um, let me make sure I read that question. I would say they are like initiations for sure on your ascension journey. I wouldn't say you see less of it at all. The initiations always continue. It's just how you ride the wave. The energy will always be there. Um, but the higher your frequency is, the less you will kind of experience it in the physical realm. But it doesn't mean it won't happen, because you are a person with a brain and you have an ego. So you have attachments and you have lived experiences. So you're constantly healing and growing, like your life then versus now as you work for yourself. So it's because you're seeing the experience from a source lens. I'm trying to understand what you're asking. I think I'm overthinking it. Yeah. Like, because safety in a sense is subjective. And so when you're really in your seat of observance, safety is like an emotion that is experienced by the ego and the like human body. But yeah, you have like a different lens on it. You have a very different lens on it. But hopefully I'm understanding. But definitely the initiations, like you still go through them, but they're not as big. That's for sure. Like the way that I was being initiated before, horrendous. The way it happens now, um, because you learn as you are going along, you're making better decisions. So you're not being course corrected in a way as much. And so you start to create a reality that works in your favor, that is more of a higher frequency, versus like in the past, I was a lower frequency in some phases of my life. So that was my energy. And so my reality was the same. And so in order for me to get to where I am today, it's like I co-create this reality of like peace and happiness and stability. Who's messaging me so late? Oh fuck. Oh boy. Everything just happens for a reason, you know what I mean? Hopefully I'm answering this, Antoinette. You're welcome to also ask me if you need to in Discord. Because sometimes I wonder if I'm manifesting experience because of my attention to said thing, like being in victim mindset versus worthy mindset. Oh yes, 100%. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Your reality is a reflection of who you are and what you hold. And the universe amplifies what you have inside of you. And so if you constantly believe that, you know, you are of high frequency and you believe in infinite money, you are a good steward of money, and you are protected money whenever you need it. But if you are in scarcity all the time, then things begin to kind of become quite stale. What I also did, because I'm quite sound activated, I always listened to music, and I'll even do it now, that talks about miracles, because I believe in miracles. So it's like I would literally embed it so deeply into my energy and in my mind that it was like, this is my only truth. My only truth is miracles happen. And that's how I go about life, right? And then people are like, how does that, like, literally, for example, so even little miracles, you know, like manifestations like that. Like my friend, I was like, oh, can you come with me to this restaurant? I'm going to drop off this bag of donations. I go drop off the bag of donations. My phone goes ping. And then it's like, here's your credit at the store that you can spend, you know? Like it's like little miracles like that. Like, because I believe in miracles and I believe in quick manifestation and I believe that I'm always supported and I believe that When you give, you also receive. And so the universe starts orchestrating around you. And so I always tell myself, my magic works like this. Like, I don't say, oh, look at the ship, it's coming in real slow. Like, I'm like, no, I need it now. Like, someone the other day was like, do you have a document of emergency, blah, blah, blah? And I was like, nope. My friend texted me. I looked at my phone in the morning. She's like, hey, Z, here's the emergency, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, just like that. And then I showed the person. I was like, do you believe in magic? Because they're very skeptical. They're like, they texted you just like that? I'm like, yeah. Isn't it weird how when you believe in magic, magic happens? They're like, I don't believe it. Look at the timestamp. Receipts. It's like bippity boppity boo. You did right, because I'm using the evidence of my 3D to go within and ask, what do I believe? Yeah. What do you truly believe? Like, what do you truly believe? Do you believe in yourself? Like, truly believe in yourself. Yeah, exactly. The glasses, period. Like, and I don't even feel like, and it's not like, it's literally not me trying to be like, oh, I'm flexing. It's like, no. When I say your life can literally be filled with miracles, when you decide, it will happen. That was like the hardest fucking concept for me to understand for the longest time. I was like, but what do you mean? I want it now, but you don't believe it, but I want it. That's not the same, isn't it? We have to be fully embodied. That's why we work with our ancestors and we do generational healing. And I love working with people in More Than Worthy. Like, I love witnessing all of you manifest. Like, I love witnessing it because it's the coolest fucking thing. It's like, life don't lie. Just do the healing work and your manifestations just start like boop, 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 following you. I'm like, go do your homework. Go in the portal. Go do the thing. Stop dragging your feet. And then you stop dragging your feet and you're like, oh, this happened. Yeah, stop dragging your feet. You're the only one slowing yourself down, turtle. But literally try it. Like, listen to some miracle music. I love it. I love it so much. I'm like, what? I was listening to Miracles Happen in Spanish because I was like, if I'm going to be singing this out loud, I'm going to be singing it in Spanish. Just go and have fun. Believe in miracles because they happen. And then they will always happen. The right place at the right time. And life becomes addictive. It really does. You can't help but love life. Even on the days where, sometimes I can feel them compressing my heart space. You know what I do? I drag my little ass to my favorite store and I text all my friends and I say bye-bye. And I get my favorite cacao and I make a bunch of food. Everything super grounding. I put my pillow and blankets on. I turn on the TV. I never watch TV. I don't even watch like TV. I just watch random videos that pop up. And I just sit there and I'm like, just let it out. Because I'm like, this is going to feel so good tomorrow when more miracles come through. Like, prioritize your healing. I know y'all feel it. So just keep prioritizing it so you can actually have the manifestation come through and help you. That's the only, like, when you think about it as like a math thingy, right? Like, if you've got a box, 2 slots, and like you've got a love slot and a money slot, but in your slots is nasty bookers, how is this fun little star of a partner supposed to fit in there? Because it can't, because it's filled with boogers and gross things. So you got to remove it and put something else in there. Give your car a tune-up, right? Or a Reiki attunement, which will help energetically, but you got to do your healing work. Don't try and spiritually bypass and tell me that you did Reiki, and then all of a sudden your life changed. I don't want to hear it. We still go through the healing. This is a real generational place. Is this making sense for you all? Well, that's happening. I need to. I need to answer this email. Ooh, let me make sure I have it. Okay. Forward. Oh, it's fucking there, man. Wait, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. PT. Oh, sweet. It's in the afternoon. Give me 1 second. Any other questions? I love this. Speaking of resets, my whole phone had to be reset. It was great. Like some people were like, oh my God, I would lose all that. I was like, do I press the button now or later? What's going to happen afterwards? You just get like addicted to having fun and change. Yes, making a lot of sense. Thank you for confirming. Let me put this on my calendar right now. Do I have a call? Who is this? Okay, I'm going to have to send More Than Worthy family. I'm going to be sending some of you some messages tomorrow. I've got some important legal business to attend to that I just found out about. So reschedule. Hope you're free on Thursday. Heavy on it's time to stop dragging your feet. Yeah, it is. It is. Because why? What is so enticing about slowing your own self down? You don't have to go fast, but like stop choosing the things that aren't serving you. It's like you have to let go of that fear, or you have to find a way to consistently move through it as much as you can and realize that your mind is just letting go, your heart is making space, your chakras are clearing, but you have to stay consistent with your rituals and your healing and seek out different perspectives. Protect your rising routines. If you have the money, like invest as much as you can, even if it feels scary. So many times I've invested when I was like, but I trusted, and I'm so happy I did because it landed me here. The right people always show up at the right time. And sometimes you just got to take a risk. And it all works out in the end. It really does. One time it was super funny, not saying anybody should do this, but one time I joined this program and then I didn't want to be a part of the program anymore because I didn't believe that they were ethical. And then something funny happened where one of the teachers who was teaching in the class decided to steal everybody's email and then spam us a bunch of times outside of the platform. And so I was saving all the emails and then I sent it to the people. And I was like, well, I was genuinely concerned because I was like, one, why is this person emailing me? Two, this makes me question your security. And three, goodbye. I was like, thank you, ancestors, and good night. See you later. Not saying that anybody else should do that, but this is a safe space for funny stories. And I was like, I love you, ancestors, so much right now. I was like, this lady is a fraud. I was like, security is genuinely one of my top priorities. Slash, you have my credit card information now. How do I not know she's out buying like Slurpees? Let's just be real. True. Y'all are funny. Any last questions? I'm gonna head out in like a couple more minutes. It's 54 right now. I'll probably head out in like 3 more minutes. Yeah. So many weird things are happening today. And I fucking love every minute of it. And just triple checking nobody needs tarot 10 before I go. This is the final call. I'm going to put the deck away. You know what I just heard in my head? Woody's Roundup. Come on, it's time to play. We got Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl. Yodeling. I've been channeling weird shit lately. Such weird stuff. Probably for someone. Thank you for staying on and chatting with us. Absolutely. I love chatting with you all. I'm going to try to do some more lives, and I'm going to switch between here and TikTok because I haven't done a live on TikTok in a long time. There's been some really good support on there, and I want to go help as many people as I can. Those talks will also be about love because it seems everybody wants to talk about love and quantum entanglement and healing, doing generational healing stuff with your ancestors. So I'm going to be just doing this kind of stuff. Maybe a TikTok tea with Z. I feel like it'll be fun. And if you all have any ideas, feel free to let me know. You can also put it in the Discord. This was good. Thanks, ladies. Yay! So glad. So happy. So happy. Don't forget to listen to the Mango Men and other manifestations. Thanks for joining tonight. Oh, and don't forget to rate it, please. And let me know what you think. I'm excited for the next chapter. Be sure to follow me on the Travel Savage Diaries. I'm going to be acting a fool on there forever, probably. But I'm sending you lots of love. Good night, everybody. I'm going to head out. Amazing job. Keep doing the work. Keep taking care of yourself. Your manifestations are close. You got this.